This is Dividend Coffee, and it's Friday evening, and I'm actually sitting in the car by the beach, and just getting ready to go home. And I thought maybe the good thing about doing all these videos on my mobile phone, it means that I can actually stop anyway and do the video actually anyway. So back to what I've been trying to do, and that is in 2025 purchase 52 coffees from Witherspoons, and that's the challenge. So I've calculated, including the 4 or 5 months or up to 6 months in, I think 5 months in 2004, that it would come to roughly around about, and it's very rough, about £150 I'd have to make in profits by the end of 2025 to complete this challenge. And so today I actually bought quite a few shares, I believe, and but one of the shares that I purchased, I decided that I could see it coming down, and I thought it probably a good time to buy in. And then after buying, I realised that it was way above the price that I normally buy in, and but it just shows that even a 60-plus-year-old pensioner can get too enthusiastic sometimes. And so what I bought one share in Unilever, and then later on to sort of double my mistake, really, I bought another share in Unilever. So I got 2 shares in Unilever, and if we go and have a look at Unilever here, they are quite expensive per share. I think they're £45 each a share roughly at the moment. And just as I'm talking, I'm now watching, and I don't know if you could hear it, but I'm watching an aeroplane coming to land. So yeah, it's just gone by, and it's coming down, and it's going to land any minute now. So yeah, where I am currently, the plane's kind of it's relatively near an airport, so planes kind of come over, and you can see them not completely land in the airport. You can see them sort of direction, just going down to land in the airport. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So Unilever, if we go all the way down, I bought in really way too high. I bought in at 4,549 pence, and actually after I bought in on both occasions, the share price, I believe, dropped even further. So let's have a look. I bought in as well 4,569 there. So yeah, maybe a bit too enthusiastic. And if we actually go back to where we are, the dotted line is actually where it's got to go over for me to make a profit, and the bottom line is where it currently is standing, and I get the feeling it might go down further. But the reason why I done it was, if you look at the monthly chart, you can see that it's starting to it was starting to go down, and I thought maybe it'll sort of hover out around about the dotted line and go back up. But I think it could go right down like the other ones, do a rather big dip before it comes back up. And if that's the case, I think I'll stay in, and that won't concern me too much, because I believe they will probably go back up in the future. So if we have a look now, if we have a look now at Unilever, we can see it near the top, and on the 20th of the 2nd, 2025, it'll go ex-dividend, if I've got this right. So let's go back. So my view is that even if it goes if it goes further down at the moment, then by the 20th of February, when people think, let's buy a few Unilever shares to get the dividends from, then I think the price will probably rise back up, hopefully. There's the plan anyway. So I think I've bought in way, way too high, and I think that it's probably going to go down a lot further at the moment. And but on the other side of the coin, if we quickly go to Greg's, they recently had a massive fall off, and I think it was something to do with allergies or something that they hadn't put on the labels or something. I'm not quite sure. You'd have to look into it, but it had a massive big fall off, and now it's slowly returning and coming back up. And I'm now that went quite far below my line as well, and then it suddenly shot back up. And so at the moment I'm 86 pence in profit on that, and I think it's around about the £35 pence stamp duty I had to pay for it altogether. So I could make a little bit of profit, but I get the feeling, if you look at the monthly chart and how far it's dropped right the way off, I think this could go up quite a long way. So I think I'm going to hold this for now and see how it does in the future. I think this could be I could make a few pounds out of this. So and I'm talking about maybe £2, £3, in terms that when I start this challenge, my very first, and this is it's about 6 months ago now, my very first amount of money that was in the trading 212 account was something in the region of about £15. So I'm incredibly pleased with the way it's actually gone so far. So hopefully that will give me a few pounds. And if I go back here, go to the top, today I'm £1.97 down and 0.1% rate of return. But if I go to the max, I'm £46.97 up, which is an 11% gain. And I'm a novice investor, so I think I should be pretty pleased with that. Or should I say a beginner investor. And with 212. And so I'm pretty pleased with that. And I think once, eventually, when all of the rest, as you say, everything else that I'm holding currently is negative. And from an investor's point of view, I'm going to get dividends on most of these at quite a high rate. And eventually, when they do turn positive, it means that my realized profit, I'll actually meet my realized profit target. So what's happening at the moment is that I've got something like about £70 realised profit, and because these are all negative figures, that reduces it down to £46.97. So basically, even if I sold every single share now, even the way it is, all the negative ones, if I sold absolutely everything, I'd make £46.97 more than what I invested into trading 212. I and so I'm reasonably pleased with that. Let's have a look at this just to show you. If we go to orders here, you can see that it's the realised profit to date is £72.18. I got dividends of a huge £5.73 and interest of £2.58. And so on the whole, I'm not doing terribly bad. And when all of the rest of the everything comes from negative to positive, then obviously this figure will be shown on the other screen as well, or a similar figure, maybe a couple of pound up or a couple of pound down, depending on what the share's doing. But so today, all in all, I've bought into Unilever. I bought Vodafone, and Vodafone at the time when I bought it was negative, so, and it was going down, so I bought it when it was going down. The idea behind that is when it comes back up, then I'm going to make a nice profit. Serious Real Estate, again, I bought into that when it was going down. And unless anybody can tell me anything else in the comments that I don't real about Serious Real Estate, is I've really found them, their financials from a sort of from somebody who wouldn't consider them an expert on financials in one sense of the word, seem to me reasonably good. And it's kind of like a REIT, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong, but if anybody would like to say in the comments that I'm wrong, I'm fine to go with that. And if anybody would like to say that their financials are a lot worse than I think they are, please let me know in the comments. But from what I've looked myself, they seem to be pretty good. And so I bought more into that, £22.80 more into it. Unilever, I've said also that I bought into that. And I'm waiting to... sometimes you see, like, I've got cancelled things, like on buy shares then cancelled. What I did, I think I had something like 40 shares at a certain price, and I thought maybe better if I bought 20 at a certain price and then another 20 if it lowered even further. So that's kind of that's my strategy. I'm probably, maybe, some would say that's not a great strategy, but it seems to be working quite well for me. It probably means that I'm just taking a little bit longer to make some realized profits, but from a beginner's investor point of view, and being an old age pensioner, I'm happy to patiently wait and see how it turns out. So we'll see how things go from here. And so that's what I bought today. Yesterday, what did I do? Bought some SSE shares, and day before, heavily bought into Greggs. So Greggs, and Greggs. So I bought into Greggs because I thought that was really good. So that's where I am, and I'm not going to stop and waffle too much. So I'm going to be making my way back home now. But I just thought I would actually do this, and it's great that I can do all of this on the phone and chat about I consider this like a podcast to myself. So I'm actually talking to myself, and if anybody else wants to listen in, and if they find it interesting, and they find how I'm kind of trying to um, analyze the stock market and trying to make maybe bad decisions. It could be good decisions. I don't know, but whatever it is, I'm happy for anybody to look at what I'm doing, and it's just a pensioner. Just it's a little bit like playing Monopoly, just enjoying um, doing this, and I just find it really good fun, and it's very enjoyable. And although obviously uh, I do top it up a couple of pounds every week. I put a little tiny bit into it, and but obviously this is just uh, this is just like a very, because of my age and everything. I would never put a huge amount of money at this point of my life now into stocks and shares. It'd be too risky. So um, this is just so that I can see if I can buy a few um, free coffees into retirement. And if this went right the way through until, I'm in my 60s, if this went right the way through to my 70s and 80s, if I'm lucky enough or fortunate enough to live that long, then that would be absolutely great. It means that I'd be getting free Witherspoon coffees every year through using an app that I thoroughly enjoy trying to I think the word they use is beat the market or something, but not really beat the market, but just try to make a little bit of profit, and if I can. And I just have fun doing it. It's like lots of people have fun playing different games, and I treat this as a game. So, yeah, I'm not going to waffle on any longer, and because I tend to do that. But please, if you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to see the next one come out and know that you'll see it, please subscribe. Last time I looked, I had one subscriber, and I was very, very happy to have one, my very first subscriber. So if anybody else would be kind enough to subscribe, that would be absolutely wonderful. And that's it for now, and I'm going to put this off now, and I'll see you next time in the next video. So thank you all for listening in, and I think this is going to be video 12. So bye for now.